Hey friends, welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's Igor. Today I want to answer one of your comments. Someone asked me how to get a job in Canada from overseas as a foreign national, how to convince a Canadian employer to hire you. So that's what we are going to be talking about today. This is a beautiful day, like it was. Sometimes the clouds come out. This area is basically close to Banff. This is like a national park here in Alberta, on the way to Canmore. Seriously, I just found this. I googled this place for the first time. First time I'm in this specific place. Lots of people are actually fishing in this river. There are lots of families there having picnic, people fishing, people coming here relaxing on the bicycles. This is Canada and it's beautiful. Canada is beautiful, guys. It's friends. You know why I'm calling you friends now? Reason is you supported so much this channel, you know, a few videos back. Seriously, that was something I didn't expect YouTube, you know, to be, you guys, you friends, to be so supportive. And yeah, now onwards I'm going to call you friends because YouTube became more personal to me than ever before. So friends, let's talk about getting a job in Canada and convincing the employer. It's not going to be easy. It's very difficult. Not everyone can do it. I worked in Canada for many years now. Not like many years. I'm still young, like I'm not a grandfather or anything, but I worked here quite a while. So now I know what employers are looking for, what they want to see, and I'll tell you in this video what exactly you have to do in order to get a job here. Let me just let the kids pass. Sorry guys. Hello. Kids are hiking, there's amazing, you know, kids and everything. People in Canada really value references. I can't emphasize enough. HR, human resource managers. The thing is, if you are in Canada, you're searching for a job, there is such a thing as a reference check, and they do it really in depth here in Canada, and they even hire recruiting agencies to do it for them. So they hire people to do the reference check. They're going to call your previous employers. They're going to ask them like a questionnaire. You know, is there anything like what they like about you? Can, like, for example, do you come to work on time? Are you good in managing people? How are you in following directions? And this kind of stuff, you know. So they want to make sure that you're a positive personality. They want to make sure you're the right person, right fit for the position. Now, if you are coming from another country, right, you know, I've seen you, a lot of you guys, friends, keep on using guys, I'm so used to it. Friends, I've seen so many of you commenting and saying, you know, Igor, I've been applying for jobs, nobody's even considering me. The thing is that puts people off is that they cannot really check your qualifications. They cannot really check your skills to see if you're a good fit. What means a lot to a Canadian employer is that in Canada they can just pick up a phone and call your previous employer. They can call and ask those kind of questions. Coming from another country, it's more difficult, and it's going to be really difficult to even get that interview. Check this out. This is the limitations for fishing. I was saying people are fishing. Anglers, attention. From Banff National Park downstream to Sano Dam, including Basona Reservoir, open year. See, basically bait ban, trout. But you're not allowed to fish on a bait. That's cool. This is the regulation, so it's very regulated. Even to catch a fish in Canada, you need a license. Isn't that crazy? It was for me. I'm kind of used to it. I'm just watching out for wildlife, wild kids and humans here. But if you are going to be, if you really want to get a job here, you would have to, seriously, there are a couple of options I see that would really get you a job in Canada. First thing is if you're working in some international company back home, wherever country you are from, be it the United States, lots of people watching this channel are from United States. Friends, you're awesome. My American friends. Lots of people want to move to Canada. So if you're from the States, if you are, might be easier from the States. If you're from somewhere from Europe, if you're somewhere from Asia, might be more difficult, but still, if you're working or used to work for some international company, make sure you put it on your resume. And it might actually play a good role on your background check. Having that name, you know, you don't want to have some Ukrainian company name. For example, there is a company I think called Allo in Ukraine. I don't know if it's still there. Like, everyone knows about the company in Ukraine. You come to Canada, Allo. I don't know what the hell that means. But if you say you work for DHL, okay, I know what that means in Canada or any other country. So if you have something like that, make sure you have it on your resume. Don't forget to put all of your experience, especially that matters for the position. Then, if you have any friends in Canada or someone who can put a good word for you to the employer here, I'll tell you one thing. You're thinking coming to Canada might be very different from your home country and getting a job. You know, where networking works. You know, you think you just apply for jobs here. I'll tell you that the easiest way to get a job here is to knowing someone here in Canada who can put a word for you. Someone who has worked for you, and someone who can say, you know, I worked with that individual, and that individual is a really good person, you know, good worker. He or she is doing a really good job. She or he is, you know, the person is what's on the resume, that's what the person is, and I can tell you that that person is a very good worker and very good fit for the position that you're looking for. That might help you. But it's also the person who is putting a good word for you has to, you know, at least know somebody from work. I'll tell you, you know, okay, let's remove all the formalities. It's just like back home where you're coming from. If there is a person that your boss likes, you know, or dislikes, you know, for example, acquaintance, family members, and this kind of stuff, you know what I'm talking about, right? So networking, people you know, people who are not really necessarily the best workers, but someone who got somebody recommended. All I'm saying is this kind of thing, that's how you get a job in Canada. You can submit a couple of thousand resume and not find what you're looking for, and you can have one friend who's going to put a good word for you, and that friend is going to get you a job. And then after that word, they're just going to say, send the resume so we can just verify as a formality. We'll call you for an interview. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you really get a job in Canada. Now, friends, I want to say something. I don't know every single employer in Canada, and even though I'm here and I really want to help all of you guys, I wish I could put a good word for everyone, but just, you know, I'm just saying right away, just because I'm in Canada doesn't mean I can get a job for everyone here. I know that people watching this video are going to try to contact me right away, and that's going to be just not to break anyone's dreams, or, you know, if you contact me and find out that I cannot help you out with that, don't get upset, guys. But what I can tell you is this: if we meet in Canada, once you're here and you are struggling and I can help, I'll help. You know, once you're with your immigration, you're here, you're already, you know, searching for something. If I can help, I always help. That's why this YouTube channel is in place, and that's why I'm always producing content for you guys, friends. Seriously. But another option is to get a job here is to get transferred. I know people working for tour agencies. You can choose to get transferred to another country. You can ask your employer. So you're working for one of the companies that has a branch in Canada and you want to move to Canada. Ask them to transfer you. Once you're here, like for example, there is this North North American trade agreement, right? That I don't know what's going on there with Trump. They will not go into politics. They will not talk about Justin Trudeau. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. But there are international agreements with Canada and many other countries where you can get transferred. Where you get your working visa if you get transferred to through your company to this country. So that might be an option that would work best for you. Submitting resumes just for employers is not the best idea. You might not get anything. What matters in Canada is that, for example, this wind is just killing me, guys. For example, if you are a really high valued professional, you are recognized internationally, you are one of those people who are like high talented guys, you know, one of those persons that are in high demand by all recruiters, a person who is Google is hunting for, you know, like not necessarily a celebrity, but a person who is very good in doing something, like let's say Olympics, you know, like sports, or you developed something, you're a researcher, you're a famous doctor or whatnot, that your name is in the newspapers and lots of people know about you. Now that can get you a job in Canada. That can be a good word for you on your behalf to the employer, even if you don't know anyone in Canada. People might know you here and they might be willing to hire you, sponsor you, provide accommodation, and then give you good money as well, just because you are like that. I'm just getting a little bit lost. How do I get out of here? I just went in here. Woo! Alright, it's almost 12 minutes. I don't want to make this video too long. This is how you get a job in Canada from overseas. You can try applying. I really wish you the best luck. There are a couple of ways that are a little bit kind of shady ways, I would say. So I'll tell you, this is going to be funny. That's what I've been told. I don't know if it's true, but it might be true. Babysitters, okay, they are expensive in Canada to hire, and some people sponsor them, like from countries like Philippines, for example. Just to give you an example, it doesn't mean that's only from that country. Babysitters, they submit the resumes. The only thing what Canadian government wants is they want to make sure that you don't pay them less than you would pay in Canada. They don't want the babysitters in Canada to be unemployed. They want you to be able to find someone that you couldn't find in Canada. So I heard my Ukrainian friend was saying that he wanted to sponsor a babysitter from Philippines to babysit his kid, but he was worried that it's like he had to basically become an employer for her, sponsor her, pay the application fees, and get her to stay with her baby. But that's kind of an idea. That's, you know, sometimes it's way easier to get your immigration done if you're a carpenter, if you're a plumber, if you are like a manual labor worker, than an average office professional, middle class. You either have to do something that not many people do here, and not many people want to do. But you know what, not to say anything bad about carpenters, they make really good money here. You know, the construction guys, they have lots of freedom, good money, and I can make a separate video explaining to you why construction is such an awesome industry, especially here in Alberta. It's huge. It's booming when oil goes up. Alright, it's 14 minutes, guys. I don't want friends. I keep on saying guys, what is going on with me? Friends, it's 14 minutes. I have to shut down because the video is going to be too long. I hope this video answers at least some of your questions on how to get sponsored here from another country. It's close to impossible. It's still possible. Really small percentage of people get in, but I believe in you, friends, and I think you're capable of doing that. If not, there are many ways to come here. One of them might be express entry. The other one might be, if you don't have enough points, through international studying. You might have an international agreement, like Czech Republic, for example, has it. Ukraine is working on getting it with Canada. You can get a working visa by just if you want to apply. So you can actually, you know, Ukraine wants to sign an agreement with Canada, so that youth exchange thingy. So if you're young and willing to go to Canada for a few years, so you can come here, you can get some work experience, and then that will go to your express entry profile, and then that might work. So there are multiple ways, but this is how you get your employers to sponsor you. Main one is get someone to put a word for you. Someone recommends you, you might get that job. Yeah, that's basically what I want to say in this video, guys. Smash the like button. By the way, we have more and more people joining the membership program, and I'm doing the live streams where it's separate for members. It's not changing my YouTube channel, nothing changes here, but I'm as an extra for members. I'll do live streams and I'll post some video content that never made to my main channel there, and you'll get also the badges and exclusive smileys, emojis. We'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye for now. Guys, again, friends, we'll see you next video. Bye for now.